Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about NIL, which means name, image, and likeness. And what this is relationship to is to the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, and its rule change where student athletes can make money off their name, image, likeness, or do commercials or what have you. Now, a lot of people think that the Power Five will get all the money. So when I say Power Fives, we're talking about colleges and universities that appear on national TV across the country in different divisions and things like that. Such as like Alabama football team or Georgetown basketball and those things. But what a lot of people are forgetting is that this applies to all college athletes. Therefore, being that it applies to all college athletes, the Power Five, in 10 years will probably be affected by this greatly. They won't be able to say, hey, come to us and we guarantee this, because a lot of people won't be interested in it at that point. Once word gets out of the amount of money that people are making, and they don't have to go to the Power Five. But today, being that this is just 2003, and this started in 2001, it's still young. So, so some of the top earners currently under the NIL deals, like Bryce Young, he plays for Alabama Crimson Tide, $3.2 million. C.J. Stroud, he's got $2.5 million. Caleb Williams, $2.4 million. Jackson Smith, Najiba, $1.7 million. And Stroud's at I think that's Ohio State Buckeyes, and Caleb is at USC, and Jackson Smith, Najiba, he is at I don't have it here, but he was like a offensive MVP in the Rose Bowl for 2002. So I don't have a team here. I'm looking at some data here. And Beijing Robinson, $1.7 million. Now, the highest earners, as I just listed, so Caleb, he plays for USC. That's what I have here. And then Jackson, he plays for Ohio State and Texas. And then Beijing Robinson plays for Texas Longhorn. Williams Anderson, who's at $1.6 million, he plays for Alabama. Keyshawn Boutte plays for LSU, and he's at $1.4 million. Jordan Anderson, he plays for Trojans, USC Trojans, $1.4 million. Brock Bowers, Georgia Bulldogs, $1.1 million. Trevor Henderson, $900,000. Jalen Carter, $800,000. Brian Breesy, $800,000. Kaylee Ringo, $700,000. Deuce Vaughn, $400,000, and Sean Tucker, $200,000. Now, as you can see, this is for just this year only. Okay, and that's a nice sum of money. That's just in football. Suppose you're like a track star, and then all of a sudden you become a world-class athlete. You're going to make 3 times as much as these guys going to make on your name, image, and likeness. So, and then of course, in track, you can go anywhere. Swimming, golf, all these other collegiate sports, baseball, if you're on a baseball team, and you're able to make money. So you don't have to. It's gonna have people don't even agree with me what I'm saying. Because what they say is the Power Five guys, they want to go to the NFL. They might be one and done or whatever. You can go to the NFL. Why would I go to the NFL if I'm going to come out? I'm going to do all 4 years because I want that 4-year money, and I can come out. I already got $50 million. Plus probably some endorsements after I come out. The big advantage of the NIL, name, image, likeness, that I see is athletes are going to stay in college. And here's my next example why I think this is a big advantage and they'll stay in college. So, richest college football programs by NIL evaluations. Okay, so University of Michigan Wolverines players can earn an average of $65,000. That's more than the average in America. I mean, for medium income. Oklahoma Sooners starts are averaging $64,000. Now this is just based on football, right? University of Georgia's defending college playoffs can boast an average of $56,000 in personal brand deals for its players. So the team probably has a package that they all are under, and then they split that money amongst the players. And then other players can have your own personal brand deals, however you obtain them, as long as you follow the rules. So University of Alabama average is $52,000. Despite having the biggest single NIL deals on its roster, Alabama comes in at a 5th overall in earnings. So now the top performing colleges in NIL average. Now this is just based off football. Texas A&M, the average person is getting $85K to show up, suit up, practice, stay in school. All right. Of course, they got to pay taxes on it, but hey, Michigan 65, Oklahoma 64, Georgia 56, Alabama 52, Clemson 46, Ohio State 44, Notre Dame 34, Utah 29, Baylor 16. And remember, now what we don't know is if that's all the players. Let's just clarify that, or if that's just maybe scholarship players. But if that's all the players, that's going to change the game totally. So if you are at a night at one of these Power 5 schools, or you're at a Division 2 or Division 3 school, and you're able to generate money, or you're able to get your likeness up in some little small town and got nothing to do, you're going to be pretty successful. And like I said, most of the guys, men and women, are going to stay in school to get the most of the money. Now, do I think these football programs and these basketball programs are going to be in high speed? No, I don't think anything's going to come from this. It's going to come from the individual sport, the track, the golf, the swimmers. That's the track and field. Those is where the highest is going to come from. That's when you're going to see people making probably. I might be wrong, but if timing is all right, they're in college, they're kicking butt. They go because the track athletes make their money overseas, so they're paid to come overseas. They go overseas and they kick a butt, and you get the Olympics come along, 100 million easy. Won't even be breathing hard. Then let's throw something else in there. Let's throw these marathon runners, maybe in college, or these distance runners in college. They can go around and compete wherever they want to go and compete, get the prize money, and also get the name, image, and likeness deals. And this is just the beginning. So what probably is going to happen is you're going to start seeing companies forming around however it's going to be done. Maybe you got, maybe get out of hand. You got to get certified and, all this other crap. But they're going to form around these players. And they're not going to focus on the Power 5. They're going to focus on the lot number. So a lot number by this is, out of all these people, where's the most revenue stream? Is it just the best to focus on Power? Nah, hell no. This is thousands of college athletes coming and going, looking for deals, and they're gonna focus on them. They're gonna sign them. They're gonna get them under these branded deals, and this average of $85K probably will jump to $250K once it's organized and structured. If it's organized and structured now, but it ain't organized and structured like it's gonna be 10 years from now. Right? When you have a little daughter, you swim pretty good, and then you call the coach. You don't call the high school coach, you call him the college coach. My daughter, how can I get her up to such and such level? Well, keep in this program, da 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 da. And then he's watching, here's her tape. And next thing you know, she ain't really got to get a scholarship. All she got to do is get that time. Oh, I got these videos from when she was young. You can get them online. No. Sign up for a subscription for $25.99. You see, it just depends on the structure and how the plan it is and how it's organized. These Power 5 guys, I feel sorry for them, the coaches. Let's say they was able to get all the top recruits spread around. Now they might be lucky to get 3. in 5 years. And then let's factor this in. They say that it's 1.5%, only 1.5% of people that participate in high school football participate in college. Now, I don't know if that's scholarships or just participation, but let's just say it's just participation. That's a very small number of people that participate in collegiate level football. And it's probably even less for basketball. And then it's even less to make the NFL. But for track and field, the number goes up of the number of people that participate in that particular sport. Just to make you aware. But as far as on a professional level, because there are not that many that we know of any professional track teams currently. There's some professional track teams, but to the NFL, so the data is a little skewed. Excuse me. But people are gonna be watching this now. I see a lot of colleges changing the way they do things because of image and likeness. In some instances, the players can be considered employees. In that accent. But the biggest plus, okay, they want to get paid. That's the biggest plus. But the additional biggest plus is more people are going to do that for a year. I don't know how that's going to affect red shirting, and I think it's called gray shirting. I don't know how it's going to affect that, and where they be offering that at all. When these Power Fives realizes that the top guy might go to Division II school because they guarantee him $1 million a year. Because even if he get injured, now that's the kicker. Even if he gets injured, he or she gets injured, they guarantee him $1 million in a year. Even if he or she gets injured, so that's $4 million guaranteed. And then you still can go to one of these Power Five, not even play. You put the best thing in 25 states. Go to one of these Power Fives and you third string. So then by the time your junior year, you think you're gonna start. They brought somebody else better than you. I'm taking the $4 million because you ain't going to the NFL off that. All right. So most people gonna take. A lot of people don't agree with me, but most people gonna take the guaranteed money and say, "I take that." Whatever happens after that, it just happens. Because I didn't come from came from a humble background, and you know how the story goes. Well, it may or may not be, but that's going to be the case in most cases. Most guys, hell, you probably tell most guys now, I'll give you 85 or 100K for 4 years. They're going to say, okay, I take the 400,000. Yeah, kid you not. Then you might get some little bonus money in there that brings you up to $1 million. Which like I said, you go to Power 5, you may not start. You could get hurt. They got a lot of stuff and all these AI tools now, probabilities and things like that. But there's one thing that's when somebody says, "Oh, you come to us, we guarantee you this," that's 100%. But what do you think? Do you think Power 5 always going to be the Power 5, or this is just a dying horse, or dying process, I should say, as far as how the Power 5s will stand in this aspect due to name, image, and likeness change within the NCAA. This is Bug News. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much.